What's going on YouTube, Top Taker today. Today we've got the review of the Samsung Galaxy S4. So I've had this for just about a week, and I have to say it's probably one of the most impressive devices of 2013 that I've so far seen. Samsung has put together some really cutting edge technology, smart software tweaks and things, as well as putting that all on some really top high-end hardware. This current model is the LTE model, which is the i9505, which means it does support LTE hexaband. However, that means it compromises the octa-core processor for a quad-core processor. It is made out of plastic, which is, in some people's minds, could be slightly more prone to disaster, cracking in the glass. It does have a removable 2600 milliamp hour, which actually gave me about a day and a half worth of use. Speaker positioning is a bit sort of out of place because when you do cover it with your finger or anything, all the sound is suddenly muffled. The Samsung Galaxy S4 is running the latest version of Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2, but of course with Samsung Galaxy devices, Samsung have put their own skin, so this is known as Touch with Skin, and a lot of consumers as well as a lot of other blogs on the internet have suggested that they don't really like the Samsung Galaxy TouchWiz. I do find that in some aspects I do agree with them. It is sometimes a bit laggy, a bit choppy when it's loading applications. For example, when I'm loading the gallery to look at photos, it does sometimes sort of lag a bit, but the overall experience, I think the other features, the benefits of smart TouchWiz, it does actually outweigh and outbalance those cons. And I really like these small touches, these features. They're not things that I really use on a day-to-day basis. It's more just really there to add sort of to the operating system. I don't think I use S-Health properly as I should be using it. But again, I just really like the experience. There's a difference from the Google Nexus, which I was using as my Android phone previous to that. So I really like this new experience. Of course, you get these new features such as Air View, Smart Scroll. These are all things that are, I don't think, something that we use practically on a day-to-day basis. It's more something there to impress the consumer, impress your friends, families, whatever. But I guess I'm getting used to it, and it is quite a useful feature. Multitasking is obviously better than an experience such as on the iPhone, where it's very limited. This is true multitasking, so when you leave something as it is, you come back and it's exactly the same way that you left it. You can clear away by swiping to the left, or clear all by pressing the X button at the bottom. Now, talking about smart scroll and smart technology Samsung done, this is the smart scrolling. So by looking at the screen, detector, a small sensor at the top where it says the Samsung logo, actually detects the movement of your eyes, so you don't actually need to touch the screen. Now, the only feature, the only way that I really think this was useful to me is by impressing people. In the past week, really people have just had their minds blown away. People that weren't aware of the features, as well as this, which is air gesture, by not having to touch the screen to move from one picture to the other. Now, obviously, in reality, this doesn't seem like, people just said to me, well, why don't you just touch the screen? But of course, I guess that's just part of technology. Now, this particular Samsung Galaxy S4 has a 1.9 GHz quad-core processor, that's the Snapdragon 600, and it does have excellent gameplay capability. So right now I'm using Real Racing HD, which is actually free in the Google Play Store at the moment. And it managed to take it without any delay, any lag in response. The reaction time of the movement of the accelerometer, the gyroscope, was to the millisecond and really wasn't choppy or laggy at all. Now, this is a benchmark test which I did in a previous video with the Samsung Galaxy S3. This isn't the full recording as it takes about 3-4 minutes to do. So what I thought is I'll just speed it up. It's about 20 seconds on the video here, just to show you that the Samsung Galaxy S4 actually got quite a high score of 23,000 benchmark points with the Antutu benchmark. Sorry, make that 24,000, sorry. The Samsung Galaxy S4 also has a lot of new camera features. Now, most people, they won't really go and venture out into all the different options, but actually if you do look into them, there's some very exciting, fun things that you can do with the camera interface. I did actually impress some other people as well, because you can use S-Voice to take pictures, so you can put your phone away from you. You don't need to have time or anything. Just say smile, shoot, capture, and S-Voice will do all the work. It'll actually take the picture for you. And without further ado, let's just go and look a bit of some samples. So here is a video clip. It's being taken in 1080p. It's I would have to say the stabilization isn't as good as I'd like it to be, as opposed to, you know, other smartphones such as the iPhone 5. So in this mode, it actually gives you the opportunity, the chance to use the front-facing camera as well as the rear-facing camera simultaneously. So that means that you can have sort of reaction shots. So if you were going on holiday and wanted to show something cool, send a message, and you may be by yourself, you could also speak to the camera whilst also taking a picture of the subject. Speaking of the front-facing camera, this is a 2 megapixel camera. It's actually shooting at 720p HD, so it's not too bad. It's pretty similar to the FaceTime HD cameras found on the iPhone 5s as well as the iPads. With the Samsung Galaxy S4, you can also take HDR videos. So as you can see, this is slightly more crisper, better color saturation than the previous video of the flowers. Of course, you can take HDR videos, which really gives you high resolution pictures with that 13 megapixel sensor. Now that's been Top of the Tech with the review of the Samsung Galaxy S4. I have to say it's my favorite Android smartphone so far in 2013. And if you guys are interested in more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe down below, check them out, and I'll catch you later.